Looks beautiful on the Oregon coast today. There's a live look outside from our In It Spanish Head Resort Hotel camera in Lincoln City. Welcome back. Thanks for watching Afternoon Live. Of course, you want to spoil your loved ones this holiday season with lavish gifts, but racking up credit card debt is not the answer. So here with advice on holiday budgeting is the author of The Family Nest Egg. We welcome back Laura Meier. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
'Tis the season. We're getting ready to shop. So what are some things that we should do before we even start spending?
Well, we want to set up a budget, right? So that way we don't get caught off guard, and that way we're not swiping and borrowing from next Christmas to pay for this holiday season. So the first thing we really need to do is just start with making a list of all of your anticipated purchases. So you're probably going to have things on that list like travel costs, airfare, gas, lodging, and then also anyone you're planning on buying a present for, put their name on the list. Also any entertainment type related costs, like if you're planning on buying a dress for your holiday party, stuff like that. Put it all on the list so you could visually see where you're actually planning on spending money.
That all adds up so fast, and it's pretty overwhelming, so you have to really assign a dollar amount to be realistic about what you plan to spend.
Yes, you do. And so once you have that list, you can go back through and just put down a dollar amount of what you think it's going to, cost you. And if you're not sure, you can always go back to last year, look at what you spent last year, take into account some inflation we're experiencing. And then you could also just do a Google search, what are flights going to cost on this date? So that way you can really see how much realistically something's going to cost you.
Okay, so you make your list, your eyes are popping out because of how big the numbers are. What should we do next to kind of take the edge off some of those costs?
Yeah, because I think most of us are going to find ourselves falling short and freaking out, right? So the next thing you do is you're going to ask, how can I get this for less? So for every single item, go through and ask yourself, how can you do that? Maybe you can get something on a sale day or an incentive day and look for those things. Maybe you can travel out to see your family on a day other than the actual holiday where flights will be less. I know somebody that likes to use newspaper to wrap gifts. She says it gives her tree an anthropology vibe, and that saves her on wrapping paper. So for every single thing, look at how you can get it for less.
And at a certain point, you just might not be able to get to everything on your list, so making some priorities of what's the most important to you.
Yeah, and that's the key. Usually we can't have everything, right? And so by ranking in priority what's most important to you to least, then you're really going to see where you need to spend your money if push comes to shove. And so, for example, it's very likely that buying a gift for your child is going to be higher on the list than your sister. Or maybe you want to not spend this year on a big charcuterie board because you'd rather have the money to buy a gift for a neighbor. So you can start to prioritize. And at the bottom of the list, if something needs to go, usually those are the items that can naturally fall off.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And sometimes just taking a deep breath and realizing there's a bigger picture, some perspective, every little gift isn't the most important thing.
It's true, because we all know as much as we want to buy our sister a sweater, next year this time that thing will probably be in the giveaway box. And so we don't want the stress of, money to deprive us from the holiday season. So one of the best things we could do before we even start the holiday season is sit down. You could do this with your kids, but just make a gratitude list of everything you already have and what you're grateful for. That's the best way to start a tone for this season ahead.
That's a great idea, and sometimes things as simple as a photo, even in digital form. My father-in-law this year told us, don't buy us anything, send us a family photo, because that's all the grandparents really want at the end of the day.
It's true, and for our kids, all they want is extra time on their devices without us bothering them. If we wrap that in a box, they're going to be super happy. So
that's a great idea. I might have some coupons being homemade here for that very soon. Thank you so much, Laura. Great to see you.
Great to see you too.
We'll have more information on our website at ka2u.com. Laura's book again is The Family Nest Egg.